Welcome back to CTV Morning Live, our Ask the Expert segment with Watson's Pharmacy. We do have to get to some of the questions that have been coming in, and we have one coming in now from Sandy, which is great on the topic of our anti-aging. I heard that witch hazel is good to prevent wrinkles. Is it true? And if I buy it over the counter, is it safe?
You'll actually see witch hazel in various skin preparations. It's a wonderful product that can be used. It's called an astringent, so it kind of tightens the skin where you're applied to. So the actual idea of like a wrinkle, if you tighten the skin around it, it could actually appear that it's less. So I don't see a problem with it. It's actually quite drying, so people have to be careful of not getting too much of witch hazel. But it is one of the ingredients that can be used, and you'll see it in various formulations.
So is it something that you can find just on its own, or you'll find it in other products?
Yeah, you'll find it in products, and plus you can actually find it on its own as well. So
okay.
So
and over the counter?
Over the counter, you can buy it without a prescription. So yeah. Now, in addition, you'll also see. You just about see everything in pharmacies. People will buy vitamin C and they'll put that into an elixir and then apply that elixir to their skin. So there's many different things that can be used, and you'll see in anti-aging skincare products many different formulas that have been researched.
Are you ever surprised when you have some of your clients come in and they're purchasing vitamin C to be able to put it in a mixture, that you listen to these stories about what people have heard, or they think this is going to work or this is going to work? It's going to be interesting for you.
And it's just, in terms of biology, everybody is slightly different, and what works for one person isn't going to work for another person. So I think it's worth trying some of these remedies. And but it's all very interesting, that's for sure.
Okay, so hopefully, Sandy, we answered your question on the witch hazel. We also have another question coming in from Violet, I believe, and this one is via email as well. And this is something because we actually had this as a segment on our show with all of us trying it. But is it okay to use the neti pot if I've already developed a cold?
Absolutely. I mean, part of the cold is getting that nasal congestion, and if we can find a way to get rid of that nasal congestion, that's going to help our healing. And a neti pot is just, you've seen it, you've tried it, it's quite the way. It's just getting saline up into the sinus cavities, and it just helps to clear away that mucus that can be causing problems. So
I had never heard of it, and I never had seen it before we actually did the segment. So really, it was.
Did you actually do it?
I was handed the electrical one, so it went shooting up. But I have to tell you that after seeing the boys do it, and Kurt was actually sick when we did the segment, it seemed to really work for him. Yeah. So I ended up actually purchasing it because my husband got sick, and he really enjoyed it, and he could feel the difference. But you have to have the tilt right, and you have to have the formula right.
You need to practice. It's
That's
very
it.
good for cold
you need
symptoms.
To practice.
Very good for cold symptoms, very good for seasonal type allergies as well. So there's multi-purpose there.
My question is there any danger in overuse of doing something like that?
You know, I think your body's going to tell you if you're overusing it, but using it once daily, a couple times a day, I don't see a problem with that, and especially during allergy season. So some people would get up in the morning and do that for months on end, trying to help prevent their allergies.
Really interesting to see how it clears out the cavity right there.
And a non-drug, it's just salt, so it's a very nice, easy thing to do for your body.
It's calm. You know what? I actually found it quite soothing when it was all said and done after I got through the process of doing it. I want to really briefly touch on this because it's something that you're involved with. It's the Stroke Survivors Benefit Dinner.
Yeah, coming up on November 16th at St. Elias Center. And it's just something that we believe in our pharmacy, and of course my wife is involved with the Canadian Stroke Network, so we wanted to participate in this event. We think it's very important, and it's a nice way to give back to the community.
This event, if you're looking for more information for the Stroke Survivors Association of Ottawa, is happening on November the 16th at the St. Elias Center. Tickets are $100. You guys are one of the platinum sponsors for that, so I can see that it really does mean a lot, and you can find more information as well at strokesurvivors.ca, strokesurvivors.ca. Always a pleasure to see you. Thank you for a lot of this information. Thanks. I have a feeling witch hazel is going to be a couple of people heading over to pick that up today as well. Thanks. And that again was an Ask the Expert segment with Watson's Pharmacy. Still plenty more to come here on CTV Morning Live. I think the boys are going to be back doing a couple more Halloween themed things, if I could say it like that. We'll be back right after this.